Harris, the chat may not know, but we're going to let them know once again. There is no openness. So we have turned openness off for every single game that you're watching, for every single player that's hooping here tonight, and there are no NA free throws. You got to earn your points here.
Yeah, I think the biggest part about this tournament that's so cool is that, like, they're really applying a skill gap, I want to say. And we've seen it today, right? There's a real skill gap between the good teams and the bad teams. We've had no upsets left. And this is something that I've talked to you about. And, you know, people come up to me, they're like, oh, there's no skill gap in 2K. What are you talking about? You and I have been calling a lot of Pro-Am this year.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between the Pro and the Am. Let me tell you, when you get those professional players on stage versus the amateur players on stage, that's a skill gap. All right, there's a skill gap.
Because there are so many things, right? It's all about, let's just say, for example, let's take fast break transition buckets, right? You'll see teams just kind of flying all over the place when they get a turnover. Then there are the pros that go ahead and fill their lanes properly. You've got one man going to the bucket. You've got another flanking out to the right, in the left corner, right corner. And that's how you spread the defense thin and pick your poison. Amateur players, they don't know where to go. They're running around with, like, chickens with their heads cut off. You know,
have you ever actually seen a chicken run around with its head cut off?
No.
So I feel like people use that all the time, but nobody's ever around chickens enough.
I mean, I'm like imagining it, and it's also like you're just running around because you can't see anything, right?
I'm not even going to get into the anatomy of why chickens run around with their heads cut off.
I definitely am not interested in that whatsoever, nor are the 1,600 people watching us. By the way, chat, you're about to watch Slight Work take on Reloaded. Let us know in the chat. You let us know if you're going to see a Game 3. So let us know who you believe is going to win Game 2. If you believe Slightwork's going to come back and force a Game 3, or will they have been swept live on stage here in Las Vegas, Nevada? 50,000, man. I mean, I don't know how many exactly goes to the grand finals winner that we'll go ahead and watch tomorrow, but that's a nice chunk of change.
Definitely some sweet cash, for sure.
It absolutely is. As the teams are getting loaded up. You know, there's something interesting about these builds is a 7-3 build. Everyone loves and talks about the 7-3 builds. It's kind of like the training wheels of 2K, if you will. If you're on a 7-3 build and you're bad at the game, God bless. You know what I mean?
Even I can play on a 7-3 popper in this 2K. Or, Adam Rubin says that I can't, but I think I'm pretty good.
I think you're fine. Have
I'm
you played?
all right.
I mean, if you're anything like your quick match games, and
No, I'm a way better player than I am a quick match player.
You've got teams getting ready there. The tip-off is here. Getting the ball out to Fab. Fab is going to start things off for us on the first side. They need a win here. If they lose, they're going home. Bye-bye. Going to go ahead and start off that one with a brick. Ramo tried to get the offensive board. Not successful. And a quick foul. And Reloaded is trying to mess with our heads with their white scoreboard.
Fight them. I will fight them over this scoreboard. How dare they do this?
I believe they need to restart the game. That's what I vote.
Can we go back to the other court so that they can be in black? We don't want
Whose plug do I need to pull in? EG400 starting off hot again, right? He left off Game 1. I'm going to assume that's 3.
That man is hot.
He's in Fuego. Oh, look at that. Jinx. Double Jinx. You owe me a soda. The chemistry is there. The chemistry is live here from Vegas, and it's going to be a quick 3-2 lead. ENG will have the 3 on the other side. Josh tries to get the pass out to EG.
It's interesting.
What's up?
Like, 2 of the swing players in this series are honestly EG and Jaden, who are both kind of the replacement shooting guards for the usual person. And as of right now, EG is very convincingly winning the battle.
Oh, no question about that. You want to talk about who is that, waiver wire pickup? Yeah, that's EG400 for sure. There's no question about that. And you've got Fab.
What is that?
Trying to make something happen.
I didn't order anything.
I'm going to have to mute Harris. I think he's trying to figure out his food situation.
Apologies, team.
You eating without me?
I
thought we were starving together.
Somebody just came over and was like, do you want some food? And I was like, I didn't order it.
Harris forgot he had a cough button. That's all right. Seem. Now, I'll tell you this about Seem. Yes, I understand, he played point guard before, but he's played 2 guard as well many times. I just feel like at the point guard position, when we've seen him play in the finals, he's been a little inconsistent.
Definitely been inconsistent. I think, it's really hard to play point guard and win finals, which is why, I always go back to the seldom thing. But, that's why I think, as good as Seem has been in Pro-Am, it'll be interesting to see what is his role in the league. Like, is he going to be given that 2-guard spot? Is he going to be asked to play point guard? Is he going to be like a combo guard where it's kind of like Rigby and Sherm last year where they really, went back and forth with usage rates? I don't know. Really depends on the team that drafts him if he does get picked.
You've got folks in the chat talking about how, talking about you hungry.
I'll eat.
You had a nice meal last night.
I'll eat. I had a great burrito. Went to El Dorado Cantina with a couple pals. It was great. Great to get a burrito.
That's awesome. I went ahead and overpaid for chicken fingers here
You did?
at the casinos. Yeah, I went and paid.
You didn't even get Raising Cane's. You got like some random.
Raising Cane's was like 5 minutes away, and that shot's not gonna go. Yeah, I paid about $18 for some chicken fingers.
Welcome to Vegas.
I'm pretty pissed off. I didn't even set foot in a casino and I got ripped off in Vegas. It's fine. It is what it is. Let's move on with our life. Shout out to Logic in the chat. But I mean, it would just be, I don't want to say disrespectful, but it would be a little bit surprising to me if Ramo and company go ahead and get swept. It's one thing to go ahead and get beaten, but to get swept is a whole different story.
Yeah, it would be a real surprise to the Slightwork team. By the way, the people who are wondering, it is 7-5. Reloaded is currently winning. I'll try to keep you guys updated on the score as much as I can. I know it's kind of tough to read, but you know, it's just interesting to see the Slightwork team just not be able to kind of get over this Reloaded team and work with the lead. They've been working from behind, I feel like, the entire series.
They really have been. We'll try to get you guys to listen in to start off the second quarter. I know our producers are working on that, as that one's going to be late. Another late midi. Just seeing those a little too often as that's going to be fouled. And that's going to be a clear path. I'm not going to lie. Somebody check that ref's eyes, because I was not convinced that that was going to be a clear path there.
Yeah, Jaden needs to start stepping it up. But the way that EG's playing on the other end, he needs to start really answering these shots. He needs to start greening. He needs to stop turning the ball over. He really just starts needing to be the two guard that, you know, they need him to be. I mean, Lottie was supposed to be on this team. He's backed out, so now they have him. They need him to step up. Fab always works better when he has a great shooting guard next to him.
Someone in the chat is talking about how, no, you didn't pay $18. I paid $18. You know why, Harris? Because like a 3-piece was about 14. Then they said, oh, you get a 4-piece for 15. I'm like, all right. They're like, oh, you get a 5-piece for 16. I'm like, all right, we're going to do that. They just kept getting me, man. Every single time I fell for it. I'm the guinea pig that the consumers are, you know.
You're supposed to be teaching me the ways of life.
I know.
You're like 10 years old.
I can negotiate contracts, but when it comes to chicken fingers, I'm at a loss.
I'll give you that one.
2 minutes left in the first quarter. Again, we'll get you guys to listen in to start off the second or somewhere there. I know you smell that there, Harris. Sorry, I just had the producer in my ear, but Harris, slight work, 7 points only. We've got about a minute 50 left in the first quarter. Are you surprised with, I don't want to say a slow start, but I'm going to say a slow start.
Hey, we need to, we better hit the copy pasta in the chat.
Yeah.
Go through it. Dirk, we okay? Are we all right?
Hope Dirk's all right.
There it goes. Yep, there's the copy pasta.
We know how much he would have loved to play with Fab in Season 3. We're glad he's hanging out with us on the broadcast for the NBA 2K League. Fab trying to make something happen, top of the key. Has a little bit of space, and there's everybody just copy-pasting it.
I miss Dirk.
Wish him well in Byron, Illinois, him and all three of his village folks.
See, this is what I'm talking about with the Slightwork team. They did this last time, too. Their offensive possessions have been remarkably inefficient. They're not making great passes. They're not finding open shooters. They're getting contested shots every time down the court, and they're leaving themselves open for very easy transition buckets. Like, there's no reason that on the break that the center should be wide open under the hoop. That's just not how you, it just can't be how you're going to win if you're going to play transition defense like that.
Dirk is making fun of me. He's saying you got to be 5'5" to come to Byron, Illinois. You are not allowed. You know what else isn't allowed in Byron, Illinois? DoorDash.
Got him? Question mark?
I mean, you know how pissed Dirk gets when he's not allowed to order DoorDash?
I think he's fine.
Yeah, whatever. Seem trying to make something happen here at the top of the key. Has the slip, and that's I just threw my marker. Here's why. I hate when you have a wide open lane to get a bucket and you try to be cute with it. You know why they're cute? By the way, EG4 with a nice 3 there. Excuse me, that wasn't him. But I hate when you have a wide open lane and you don't take the bucket because you try to be cute with it, because you already know in the back of your mind, as soon as I get this ball, I'm down the right corner, and you're not even seeing if there's an open spot or not.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of time kind of playing yourself versus taking the easy option. Oh, it was a great pass. But, you know, it's difficult, too, because you always want to push as many threes as you can. As the captain of the Shoot More Threes fan club, you need to chuck those suckers. And I think that it's fine to maybe get a couple turnovers a game where you're trying to force them a little bit. But as long as it doesn't get egregious, I think it's fine within certain boundaries.
I thought Fox was the captain of Shoot More Threes. As Fab takes a mean fader from the top of the key.
Listen, I was campaigning for Shoot More Threes long before Fox ever showed up and made his website. Though I do support his Shoot More Threes as well.
He's always got great content. They're always supporting each other, no question about it. Slight work, 15. Reloaded, Harris.
16.
Fill us in. Harris has better eyes than I do. Harris has better eyes than I do. Listen, when it comes to that white scoreboard, my man, it's all you. I'm not even going to try to fight you on that one. We've got the second quarter started. We'll wait for our producers to tell us when that listen-in is ready to go. Josh trying to make something happen, tries to reset it, gets that one tipped out of bounds. He's going to stay with Reloaded. Seeing a lot of love for Jaden.
Yeah, he needs to start getting more involved. He's had a nice little run here at the end of the first quarter, but like, need more. More, as Kobe would say, more.
Looks like we are ready with that listed in, so let's go ahead and head on there right now. And Seemo with the
Okay. That's what we wanted to see. Now we know. Easy one, easy one.
Shit. That's a Majestic.
Shot, baby.
Good shot.
Let's go. Come on.
Shit, Majestic.
Come on. Talk.
Yeah. Come on, y'all. Come on. Plays right, shot. Plays right. Listen.
Step, come on. Get rid of it.
Come on.
All the way, baby.
All the way.
All the way, baby.
Hey, I'm down. I'm good.
Right.
Talk.
Left.
Go, Majestic,
I got his life. Chop it.
I'm back again. Oh my fucking God. Come on, y'all. We can't have those breakdowns, y'all. Come on. Talk.
Right.
10 seconds. Good shot, boy.
Shot, man. Where did you get that back?
Stop. Talk. Fat Ramo. Come on.
I got right.
7. Up here, Jaden, up here.
Yeah.
My man's not down.
Yeah.
Once you press
I hear you.
get down.
I got his
Left.
right.
I'm on a slip. I'm
stunned. I got my left.
I'm on.
Reverse.
Come on, Rames.
Fuck it, make him score.
Bro, you gotta trust their calls too, though, bro.
I got you.
Get back.
I'm back, man.
I'm in the right corner. Good ball, shot. I'm in the right corner. Come on, y'all. It's now or never, y'all. Come on. We gotta trust each other, bro. Come on. Play with trust, energy.
Hey, keep running regular. Hey, I'm always wrapped to put the big on the lone side, though, Jaden.
Take your time.
Square. Too late.
Come on.
Stop.
It's always nice, man. I could listen to Ramo yell at somebody. That could be my workout. You know how people have a playlist for working out? For me, it's just Ramo cutting somebody's head off. Figuratively.
I can't imagine you actually running to the treadmill to Ramo go, I'm here.
Can you imagine? I'm trying to break a sweat. You don't have to show me, India. You want to lose weight, you got to show me. You see the game here between Slight Work and Reloaders. That's going to be another ugly shot. We've just seen way too many of them.
Lucky board.
It's interesting you mentioned that whole, if you're on the East Coast and you get a console and you bring it to the West Coast, that IP kind of screws you a little bit.
Yeah, and somebody on Twitter was talking about how we mentioned something about like West Coast not being delayed. I have no idea how West Coast is working, but I do know that West Coast players are probably happy that East Coast players are feeling the delay just like they are.
Hey, let's go and get a taste of your own medicine as Jaden's going to take that shot. Not quite a good one. I'm trying to figure out why he did. Shot clock doesn't seem to be winding down. Maybe I missed something. EG 400!
Ooh.
Oh, I thought he could have taken it. He said, India, slow down, calm down, I got this.
He's got that. It's that patience, man. It's the patience.
Fab, trying to go ahead and answer back himself.
Exacto Knife, it is not a LAN setting. LAN doesn't exist for Pro-Am.
Yeah.
We're playing on the internet here.
Fab trying to make something happen. Slight Work, 23 points, reloaded. Harris will tell us later on. We'll try to get you guys an update on that breakout and high cal game as that shot's going to go to compete, who's going to get a grenade thrown. And there's another variant.
This is what I'm talking about, man. Like the lack of efficient offensive possessions. Like this is a really simple concept sometimes, right? Sometimes it's not even about making a bucket. Sometimes good offensive possessions are making the right passes, getting into a corner guy. Maybe he just misses, but you've taken a lot of time off the clock. That's fine. That's an efficient offensive setting. But what Slight Work has done is that they'll take all this time off the clock and they'll end up with a red, or they'll end up with a turnover. That is not how you create momentum, especially in 2K22.
It's not whatsoever. We already know that 2K is a momentum-based game, so if you can't get that going in your favor, it's going to be a long day for you. As that one's going to go in with a nice slam. Taking it to the house.
Exacto Life. 2K League is no longer on PC. We play on PlayStation 5 now because we big time. We big time.
We've been sponsored officially by them. And we will go ahead and try to get you guys the other games to get you some updates. I know we're working on getting you updates on the Breakout and the High Cal game, along with Greatness as well. It looks like that one is, I'm just told, the Breakout and the High Cal game is now to 23. High Cal is up 25-13 in Game 3. Shout out to the production crew for letting us know in our ear.
Yeah, Dami got in the chat saying a white scoreboard. Yeah, we're not happy about it either. It is 34-27. Reloaded currently with the lead over Slight Work.
Harris, what do you think about that? High Cal gets Game 1, Breakout gets Game 2, and now you've got High Cal up by double digits here in Game 3.
I mean, we talked about how evenly matched those two teams were by from an overall talent perspective. I'm not surprised.
You got about 6 seconds left here. Ramo and Fab playing hot potato. Gets it out to Jaden, who's got a green shot from the right corner.
3 points.
I'm out here trying to figure if they got a lead or not, but you got about 1.2 seconds left. Going to chuck that one up from half court. Ooh. Not going to go.
Front rim.
Doink.
The end of the second quarter with the score.
That's your player of the half right there. I'm waiting for the scoreboard to pop up, and there it is. 34-30. Slight Work down by 4. And Fab's doing everything he can. The man 6 for 9, got 14 points. Jaden trying to make a little bit of noise, but an ugly 1 for 5 from the 3-point line for Jaden.
Yeah, I mean, what sticks out to me the most, Reloaded dominating the rebound battle right now, 9-3, and that's probably a huge reason why they're winning. The second chance opportunities. Polo, you don't want to give him those passing lanes, man. He will dot your corner.
He sure will. Starting off the second half right here, you've got Seem with Badge looking to make some noise, trying to extend the lead, and that one's going to be turned over. It looks like we just switched to a High Cal and Breakout game here. Looks like they're in the second quarter with about 15 seconds left. Switching back and forth between those two. Now we're back at Slight Work. I'm not sure if the Twitch chat got to see that
we're
switch.
good. That was just us.
Oh, okay. So the Twitch chat saw me calling a game that wasn't even on their screen. Got it. And that one's going to be a free 3 throws. I'm not sure what happened there.
Nah, it was just one. It was just an off-ball defensive foul.
Well, I'll tell you this. In the chat, I know you guys want to have different games. Why don't you let me know in the chat if you want, oh, that's going to be backcourt violation. Where is he even going?
He just got bumped. That was an awkward.
He got bumped and he continued his momentum for another 2 seconds. But in the chat, let me know if you want to watch the Breakout game or if you want to stick to Slight Work. We'll go ahead and make the switch depending on what the chat wants to see, because we know this one's a little tough for you.
It's just the scoreboard. Can we ban white scoreboard? Why does 2K even have white scoreboards? Who does this help?
I don't know, Second Amendment or something?
At least
First
make
Amendment?
the color black if it's white.
All right, well, looks. I tell you what, producer, let's go ahead and check out that Breakout game. I'm sorry, Dirk, you're going to have to catch EG400 another time, my man. If they advance, you'll have plenty of time. But if we can go to find a way to switch to that Breakout game, that would be splendid. But till then, you've got Seem still here with Badge. Ramo in that left corner, trying to pinch a little bit, trying to give him not as much space. Slip from Polo. Everybody's got a man on him. No real space there whatsoever. Seem, nothing there. EG400 going to have to chuck up a grenade. He still had about 4 seconds. Possibly could have done something with it. And here is the High Cal and Breakout game. Tie ESGN with a 14-point lead. Looking to upset and get it win over Breakout. 21 points, 35 for High Cal.
Yeah, that's a big lead to have here this far into the game. And we got a minute 20 left in the second. This is tough.
It sure is tough. And we'll get you guys, when we get to that fourth quarter in the other games, we'll get you guys a split screen or something like that. But so far, High Cal's up. About a minute 13 left in the second quarter. I think this might be the first Game 3 that we know of.
Definitely the first game 3 that we've had on
We've called.
broadcast.
Yeah.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
How are the finals going to be played? Is it going to be PlayStation 5 or Xbox? So the way that it's going to work out is each console is going to have their finals, right? So Xbox is going to have theirs, PlayStation is going to have theirs, and then we're going to go ahead and have the grand finals, which is going to be played on PlayStation. And we are going to be hanging out here for another minute or so till halftime, and then we'll switch things over.
The chat is angry. Chat can't figure out what it wants. First the chat wanted the breakout game, then the chat wants to go back. Y'all gotta make up your minds. We're trying to serve the people.
Reminds me of my ex. Can't decide what we should eat after. Looks like some people out here screaming and yelling. Something's going on. We're trying to figure out what it is. 35-26. A lot of noise in my ear. Looks like we might be getting a lag out and a reset possibly. But while we figure that out, perhaps we should switch out to the other game between Slight Work and Reloaded.
Yeah, we're gonna have a quit out here. That's unfortunate. One of our first of the day, at least. We haven't had a ton of these.
A quit out with about 10 points? Wait, was it?
It's about a 10-point lead. Yeah.
10-point lead at halftime, though. Why would you quit out?
I think it was just a lag out. I think they just lagged
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
When you say quit out, I thought you meant like. I was like,
yeah,
what?
They quit
What
out
did
'cause
I
they lagged
miss?
Out, whatever.
We're trying to wait to go ahead and get you guys the other game. But till then, what are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like a reset, Harris, is better for Reloaded, or do you feel like it gives, excuse me, is it better for High Cal, or do you feel like Breakout gets the opportunity to come back in that one?
I think that Breakout's probably going to have the opportunity to come back in. It's tough to know, like, you know, coming off a reset, who's going to get the momentum off the top of the game, takeovers, reset, and stuff. It's kind of hard to know.
We're coming back to this Slight Work and Reloaded game since the other one's been trying to get figured out. 37 points for Slight Work. I'm not even going to try for the other one.
It's 42.
There we go.
42-37. Reloaded's got the W.
I'll tell you what, whenever I need scoreboard, I'll just say Harris. And that's how we'll do it.
I mean, that's usually our lives. I'm just calling scoreboard the whole time.
There you go. No problem. I got you. Majestic's going to get fouled.
Number 45. Second personal foul. Second team
Krista really wants to watch Breakout. We'll try to get you. I don't think anyone got graded. I think it was just a lag out. But again, we'll get the official word from our admins here soon.
Yep.
If Coach Jay can kind of help us out and let us know what happened there. But that shot's not going to go. That's going to be late. Seeing plenty of those. Ramo with the offensive board. Nice cut there from the left corner, but he's not going to be able to finish that one. Another offensive board. Jaded. Smart decision. Patience. Oh, I thought he could have taken a shot with blinders there, but instead he passes it, and it's a turnover.
So I have an update for the people at home. So apparently Breakout had a 10-point spread. They played till 1 minute left in the second quarter, and they won on a game winner by May to go to a game 3.
Now that
we're
makes
going to a game
more sense.
Yep.
I was like, there's no way, because the way they were acting a fool, it just seemed like something was up. But there you go. We're now going to go to a game 3 between Breakout and High Cal, so we'll get you that later on. As you've got about 40 seconds left in this one. But Ramo's not going to let him score easily unless he jumps at the pump fake.
Oh, that's a veteran move right there. What a great play by Polo. You see how high he got up there, using the full, wingspan of his character, also getting the put up. I mean, what a great play by Polo. That's why his draft stock has been rising up so much. He's great at 2K22.
You know what that pretty much is? That's Polo telling
he did
Ramo,
it again.
hey, you're going to have to get a taste of your own medicine.
Yeah, I know that people can talk about the 7'3" with a huge wingspan, and we can talk about, this and that, how cheap it is, and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I mean, you still got to push the button, India. You still got to be the one doing the action, getting the rebounds, pushing the buttons, making sure it happens. And man, oh man, Polo's playing really well right now.
Man, look, with a 7'3", you just have to stare at a dude, and you'll go to get the steal. All right, that's how mean that. 7'3" is like riding a bike with training wheels, all right? Just about everybody could do it. Even my 4-year-old niece, as you get a nice slip down low to Ramo.
Score, by the way, for the people at home wondering, it is 46-39. Reloaded has the lead. That white scoreboard is an SOB.
See, if I tilt mine like yours, maybe I can read it. But Seem's going to take a shot there. That one's not going to go, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. What are your thoughts here? Slight Work coming back to force it. By the way, it looks like we've got Slight Work with team takeover.
Yeah, I mean, they need more efficient offensive possessions. They've been doing this the entire series where they just, they don't like stuff like that. Like, why is Fab taking a three-pointer 4 seconds into the shot clock and getting contested? Like, they need to start doing meticulous offensive possessions to start getting this lead back. They got to use the playmaking, getting open shooters. Like, they just can't get anything going on offense right now. Reloaded is playing them tough.
Mama Glow is not quite happy with us, so let's go ahead and clear it up. Harris, you tell me if I'm wrong. They had a lag out in game 2, which is why they had to restart.
Game 2. Breakout had a 10-point lead during that lag out. Breakout has since won Breakout has since won that reset game on a game winner. Now the series is tied going into a game 3.
There you go. Hope you're happy, Mama Glow. Apologies for the confusion, but hopefully things are straight. But let's go ahead and get that listen in since we've got 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Let's get a listen in for Reloaded.
Come on, bro.
That's big, EG.
He ain't easy. Good shit. Good foul. Good foul. Good foul.
What was that? Really?
I don't know.
I gotta shoot. I gotta.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's big. We got 13 right there.
I'm playing. I got middle. I got some middle.
No, we have 9 right now.
I'm here. I got you. I got you. We live with that. We live with that. We live with that. Hell no.
I didn't leave, bro. I didn't leave.
No.
That's me. That's me. I'll try to stay and compete. That's my fault, yo. Come on.
Come on. That's on me. I gotta
If he get the board, just let's please not give up. I gotta control the game right now, so I'm not leaking out, bro.
Nah, that's just.
They didn't let me fucking shoot, bro.
Foul if we can.
I jumped. Good shit.
Hell,
sold it,
he with
bro.
us. He with us. Hold it. Hold it.
All right, bad. Don't give me. Squares in the right.
Come here, Polo. Come here.
They playing crazy.
My icons is up.
You just hitting me?
Yeah.
Good shit. Good pass.
Yo.
Why? Why?
They're fucking
on now.
scared to leave me, dog. Go right,
suck,
Polo
bro.
right, Polo
That
right.
shit is sad.
Come
They're
on.
fucking scared to leave me, dog.
Good shit.
Stay team.
You playing?
Oh, get my middle.
Got
Reverse it, bro. Early. I trust you, bro. You can't score, bro.
He about to shoot it.
He about to sit himself, bro.
Don't jump in
He
the
can
air.
have. He can have that, bro. I'm here.
He cold too.
All the way, huh?
Early.
Fuck your ass.
Come on, bro.
Oh yeah, he about to break a table.
Hey,
Tighten
fucking
up,
ass,
bro.
Hey, Ramo, it's real rough over there.
Tighten up over there.
It's rough over
fuck your
there.
ass.
Hey, with us. Stay with
Come on.
us.
Hey, keep it up though.
Hey, go left. Polo your left.
I'm left. Shit. You got.
He's not waiting.
That's fine. We live with that shit, bro. We live with that shit, bro.
Good shit.
I'm here, bro.
I'm a Ramo.
Move over.
I got Majestic up top, bro.
That nigga cool.
I
Got me.
It's off.
No, I'm going to go back to the right.
I got it.
Harris, I know that listening was for Reloaded, but I could have sworn I heard Ramo through their mics.
Man, I'm gonna need his shooters to start helping Fab out, man. So many wide open misses, so many bad offensive possessions. Like, this is how you lose on offense. Inefficiency, turnovers, and bad shots. I mean, Jaden is, what, 2 of 11 in this game? I mean, that is just not acceptable in this kind of tournament.
Not at all, especially when you've got such great talent surrounding you. Just not the performance Jaden would have wanted here.
Especially against this team, like, you just can't, like, man, this Reloaded team is good enough that if you make too many mistakes, they will smoke you.
I mean, and they are, right? They're taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
You got missed shots on the other end, but they're taking advantage of all their open shots, and they're taking advantage and greening them. I said that 3 many times now. As Compete's going to get that one, and that's going to be
Man,
heavily
what a great
contested. Now they're in
rotation.
their heads because now they're trying to force their shots. You can see Jaden's already cold.
That was an outstanding rotation by Reloaded to get over that corner. Everybody was over there. They didn't jump too much. That was impressive.
Jaden's going to take a wide open shot.
Oh, boy. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yo, boy, that's not what you like to see.
Zoinks! Scoops!
There's no...
As on the other end, you get a shot, and that's going to be green, and that's what we're talking about. You get an air ball on the one side, and you get a green on the other with about a minute 43. There's a minute 30 left in this one.
That cold ring is just so mean. It's so mean.
I will say this. I believe at least it was a slightly. It wasn't like he shot it very early or very late, but yeah, that cold ring is not doing that man any favor.
They're also just hugging the corners. They're not giving Majestic or Compete any space at all. They're just making it really hard for Fab to find open space. You know, we talked about his reliance on 2 guards sometimes. If his 2 guard isn't cooking, the offense usually isn't.
I don't think Ramo and Jaden are going to share the Uber to the airport. I think Jaden might have to call his own Uber. You know what I mean?
It's tough out here.
It really is. Ramo.
Oh, boy.
He's going to get stripped,
Oh,
too.
boy.
He's going to get stripped right
boy.
away. You can already tell Reloaded's turned
There
up
it
here.
is.
They're jumping up. They're having a great time, and
19,
EG400
man. Wow.
is going to advance. Dirk's real happy about that. Jaden finds a way to green it, Harris. You are not clapping
He got
right
one.
now. You are not clapping right now. You
got
are
one.
disrespecting that man.
I feel like I need, like, the Ghostbusters button. We got one!
Dot the left corner, and that's going to be an easy 3. They've clearly given up on this one. What an outstanding performance, Harris, by Reloaded.
Oh, yeah, man, dude. Reloaded got to be really, really proud of themselves. You know, I'm excited to see who they go up against next. Oh, wait. No Tolerance is next. Likely, unless Space Jam pulls off the upset of the year.
This is where you get to get the really, really good games. This is where you get the games that are probably going to go down to best of threes all the time. As you're going to see Fab trying to make something happen with 30 seconds left. Gets it out to Majestic with the green. I could have sworn they gave him to Jaden, just let him shoot a little bit more.
Yeah, and it's so hard because when you get to these moments, and we're talking about the 2K League draft, and you play like this, it's just, it's such a killer, right? Like, mentally, it just gets to you.
It really does, and this is going to be the end of the road for them. Who do you think impressed you the most? We'll talk. Well,
the whole Reloaded team. I mean, Polo's
offensive rebounds
Polo has been on an absolute tear for the past, I want to say maybe 3 to 4 weeks. He's been going crazy. This whole Reloaded team is really good, and when they play at their best, they're as good as anybody here.
You know what's crazy is you can see the body language from Slight Work and Reloading. Just look at Ramo's face. That man is not happy.
That is not a happy camper.
No, he's not, and I don't think I would be too if I went and got first rounded here in Vegas.
Yodak saying talent over names. It's funny because we talked about the new heads versus the old heads, and a lot of these new age players, man, are really, really good. Like, you think about the 3 guys in the front court there, right? Haamicide, AskJosh, and Polo. No league experience between any of them, but just a lot of pro-am time and a lot of games playing together. That chemistry showed off in a big way.
That's going to do it. It's going to be Reloaded that comes here in Vegas, shows out, balls out. Sportsmanship all around, though, as Ramo shaking hands with everybody. Just not the performance we were expecting from Jaden. This was his opportunity, along with all the other prospects, but this was his opportunity to ball out, and he got an air ball instead.
Well, I think you can broaden that even to just Slight Work in general. I mean, they just couldn't get anything going on the offensive end. The defense was okay. I think the defense, was good enough for them to win, but the offense just wasn't there. They couldn't get into a rhythm. They couldn't get, the real oomph that they needed to get through that round. It didn't look pretty.
Shout out to Captain Jack, who just said hello to us. It'll be interesting what he does, and if he plays center or power forward or what he ends up doing.
The NFT man himself.
Yeah, fun stuff he's doing after retirement. When you've got 2 rings and you've got 6 figures that you've won back-to-back, yeah, it's time to move on to something a little bit more challenging, if you will.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. From the teams that are remaining, by the way, we will go ahead and try to get you guys that high caliber breakout game because that is going to be a game 3 that's going to decide a few things. I'm still excited. We haven't got a chance to call their game, but Ant season. Excited to see him.
Yeah.
Antoine. I know you have a couple of jokes and puns ready for that game, so I won't, go into that, but I'm excited for that.
Well, they're currently playing right now in front of us. I believe.
Yeah, squint your eyes a little bit.
I believe they have a 7-6 lead, being Denial currently with a 7-6 lead. But look, you also have to look at the rest of that team that he's playing with on bill for this, right? It's not just Ant, right? You got Antoine, you got Spartan, you got Big Perm. This is a good team. So I'm interested to see, can they take down this team full of league stars?
Let's go from that team. Let's talk about Revenge Tour, right? Taking on Phantom later on.
Oh,
You've got Sherm, Big Rain, and Dugs.
Sorry, I was just showing a game on my monitor. No Tolerance currently up 20 on Space Jam. It's
Are
30